Let's use a timeline. In August 1945, the Soviet Union invaded Manchuria in order to defeat the Japanese, who had occupied the region since 1936. Japanese forces withdrew from China in the same month, but the GMD nationalists were concerned about having the Soviets in the region, as they supported the CCP. The Communists and the Nationalists had joined forces against Japan after they invaded China, and Chiang Kai-shek reached out to the Communists for a truce and support, following years of conflict between the two parties. Now, though, they had no common enemy. Chiang was concerned that the Soviet forces would aid the CCP, giving them access to Manchuria, which was an important region of China. Although the GMD did gain control of Manchuria after the USSR left, Soviet troops had allowed the PLA, the CCP's army, to take 100,000 guns and several thousand pieces of artillery left by the Japanese. After the war ended, following a brief ceasefire and peace negotiations, the CCP and GMD resumed their fighting, kick-starting the Chinese Civil War. In 1946, the GMD and CCP had certain strengths and weaknesses. The GMD, being China's official government and fighting against communism, received aid from other countries, most notably the USA. They also had 2.5 million soldiers, twice the amount in Mao's army, the PLA. They controlled the most densely populated areas of China, about 75% of the population, and also controlled the major cities, meaning they controlled the factories that created weapons, vehicles, and other goods. However, the GMD had lost both working class support and that of many women, due to poor working conditions of factories not improving and doing little to enforce women's rights. They had also lost the support of the peasants as they refused to implement land reform. There was widespread corruption in the party. Their economic reforms led to unemployment and inflation. Sorry, the orange pen is so hard to see. The CCP controlled much of China's northern countryside, had the support of the peasants due to their policy of land reform, and had experienced guerrilla warfare, having fought the Japanese in World War II. They were also supported by the Soviet Union, who wanted China to become communist. However, they had a small army with little equipment, had no aircraft to back their army, the PLA, and they controlled few cities, meaning they couldn't count on the support of the majority of the population.